Alright, it's Monday the 25th. See how short I forget that stuff? And this is Carole. She just dropped me off at Shippensburg Road? Shippensburg Road, yeah. Where she picked me up the other day, and I'm ready to hit the AT, and we'll be hitting the halfway mark in just over a mile, and the ice cream challenge just a couple miles after that. And away we will be going, or I will be going anyway.
Happy trails!
As you can see, the start of my trail after leaving the parking lot. You can't hardly even see the semblance of a trail. It's all grass. Nice and wide, nice and flat, nice and smooth. This is the way all trails should be. So much easier to hike than over the rocks. And again, you can see blue skies. The weather reports for the next few days is going to be temperatures upper 70s, maybe smidgen into the low 80s. No rain is expected. I think Tuesday evening at about 30 miles from here, the weather is saying that there'll be a 20% chance of rain that night, but I don't really expect much. I'm thinking we're going to get some good weather here for a few days. And if the temperature stayed down, the humidity stayed down, it'll be perfect hiking weather. So according to this sign, this is the halfway point for 2017. I do believe the halfway point for 2018 is just a smidgen further up. However, we'll see here in a few minutes because it shouldn't take too long to get there. I gotta get my video clip. There you go, people. I am now at the Thru-Official 2018 halfway point. I just passed a set of stones at 1100, but you know, route changes here and there. So there we are. So I'm at the James Fry shelter. Not a bad looking place. Got some skylights up above, or windows anyway. The inside's kind of dark to see what's going on, but basically what they've done is put a couple of double bunks on either side, left the floor open. Bunks look pretty decent size too. They look a little larger than most. And of course you got the picnic table out in the rain, in case it rains, in the fire pit. The one thing I find is a real joke here is on the back side. They were nice enough to put a bear box in instead of the pole, but what's a joke is how they latched it. This is a little 1.5 to 2 inch toy carabiner tied to a nylon rope that if a bear wanted to, they could slash that without even half trying. It looks like something halfway put together just to quick repair. I mean, look at the chain they used to chain it to the shelter. Of course, kind of makes me wonder if the bear really started ripping at that, if they wouldn't pull the foundation out from underneath the shelter. Kind of makes you a little concerned there, but anyway. Water source is not the best in the world. It's barely a trickle right now, so probably within a day or two it'll probably dry up, but they do say that in the book that the water source is not completely reliable. Back here is the tenting system, and this is actually a little nicer than a lot of places you find for shelters, for tents. These are where I set up my hammock. A couple of nice trees. I put the tarp up even though it's not going to rain, just in case I need it for a little privacy. I don't know if anybody's going to show up or not. It's hard to say. It's still early. I got here at 3. It's now 4. I haven't seen anybody. But as you can see, there's lots of tent sites around. And we got our own picnic table in the tenting area, along with our own fire pit. So it's pretty nice that way. So that's my camp for the night. I'm going to take it easy. I got here early, even though I did do 16 miles, or close to it. I think it's 15 point something. And I wanted to take it easy because of the ribs. They're very sore yet. So I'm going to mess with things and have dinner, and then I'll do a wrap up in a little bit. Well, it's only 5 o'clock, but I'm going to do a wrap up for Monday the 25th. Well, I still have some daylight, and I'm just about ready to start cooking dinner, so then I'll get tied up, and it'll probably be dark before I get everything done and put away and that. So anyway, the day went actually pretty good, considering the soreness of the ribs when I have to breathe hard and that. So the first half of the day was a breeze. It was basically flat with very, very little any change. Took off at 8:30 this morning at the trailhead. Carole dropped me off and ran into a couple hikers I knew fairly quick. Got to the Pine Grove Furnace State Park, which is where they have the ice cream half-gallon challenge. I did have some ice cream, but I didn't bother with the challenge. That was around 11:30 or so, and I was sitting there. Some people, older people, but they were probably about 10 years younger than me or so, maybe 15 years. They started talking to me because they were curious about my hiking and that. And I'm really starting to wonder about this. I seem to be popular with people asking me about my thru-hiking and my age. And I'm thinking, geez, you know, there's a lot of people older than me that are doing this hike. But anyway, they were interested, and so I told them about my YouTube channel, and they looked it up and said they were going to start following me. So that'll be interesting. I've just apparently added some more subscribers. After I left the state park, it was flat for about a mile maybe at most, and then we started climbing. That's when I noticed that my ribs started giving me trouble. So I had to take it slower and that, and even at that I did okay and didn't have any serious problems. Got to the James Fry shelter, which is where I was headed for, by 3 o'clock, and seriously thought about doing another 8 miles and get to the next shelter so I'd be closer to Boiling Springs, where I need to go to the outfitter and that. So, but I thought, you know, just because I'm doing good, I probably shouldn't push it. It's only, you know, I've had a couple days, rest days, and that's why I'm feeling extra strong for hiking. So I decided, even though I'm here by myself, which I don't mind that, I'm going to go ahead and stay here. There might be somebody else here. I've noticed somebody sitting down at the shelter now, but they haven't bothered to wander up here. So we'll find out. Anyway, I'm only about 12 miles from town, so I'll be at Boiling Springs by noon, and I can check on my new pack cover, see if I can get one, and yeah, see if Carole wants to have lunch with me. We talked about, talked about that a little bit ago, or last night I guess it was. So anyway, so that, the only thing, let's see what else is going on. Probably the only thing that is going to be difficult tomorrow is that I will have to put in a 26-mile day, because there is no campsites that I'm locating between Boiling Springs the shelter. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow, and it's going to be a lot of miles, so that will keep me going. Hopefully I can get to the shelter before dark. It might be pushing it. It depends on how much time I spend in town. The only other thing going on is my video that I have set up to post for Saturday and Sunday is going to be delayed because I have to figure out now how to get the clips off of my jump drive back onto the phone, and then that way I can open up the video I made, because it's a really screwy setup. I still haven't figured out why I cannot save why the movie I end up making cannot be saved on another device or sent to the cloud. Even though the cloud I've opened it up and allowed it to upload anything from my phone, and I'm even paying extra per month now to have more storage. Excuse me. I guess I need to eat. I need to talk to somebody who really understands the iPhone and the iMovie. And of course, finding a computer store, basically I'm lucky if I get generic, and they don't know anything. And I went to Best Buy the other day and they don't know anything. They're dumber than a box of rocks. So I posted it on my Facebook page, but I'm getting no help through that, because they're just saying, yeah, I'll upload it to the cloud and it doesn't work. I don't know how. I can't figure out a way to do it. It doesn't give me a way to do it. So anyway, I'll see what I can do about that. It's basically, it just shows what some sightseeing and that. And anyway, that pretty much wraps it up. I'll get off this. This is getting to be pretty long. So anyway, that takes care of today's wrap up.